Hello everyone, my name is Frank Webb, and in today's video I'm gonna show you how to firebend. Keep in mind this isn't usually the element I use, so I'm gonna make so much mistakes. So the first ability I'm gonna show you is Charge Bolt. It's a lightning element ability. So all you have to do is crunch and wait for the little blue ball to show up, and then just click on what you want to hit. Yeah, you get to have 5 balls at once. They're called bolts. It has a 6-second cooldown, and it can 2-shot a chicken. So we're gonna try it on this pig. We have 4 bolts remaining. For me it's hard to hit it, so I'm just gonna unleash all of them. The next ability is Arc Spark, which is basically the same thing, but it's actually easier to use. You just hold crouch until you see the blue ball appear. Don't mind the sounds, it's just the sound effect. You can charge it to give it more power, and then click. Do not uncrouch because it's gonna be bad. The ability would just stop working. Like I can show you. The pig will be dead. It is powerful if you charge it. The next ability is Lightning Burst, which is kind of self-defense ability made for lightning. All of these are. The first 3. So this ability you wait till this blue thing appears while you're crouching, and when you see the target you want to defend from, just uncrouch and they're gonna be stunned and give lots of damage. I mean, it's not that much, but still. The next ability is Explode, which is pretty simple to use. Just crouch, look where you want it to explode. Try not to go near yourself. Uncrouch, and it's gonna explode, dealing lots of damage. And try it again. 4-second cooldown, and this is what happens if you don't use it correctly. So I'm just gonna use one of the abilities we have, Heat Control, to cook some food. So the next ability is Wall of Fire. This ability puts down a defensive wall of fire that damages everyone and keeps them out of it, like pushes them. It's kind of laggy, so I don't know if I'll be able to place it. There we go. It doesn't affect you, it affects everyone else though. And it has a 6-second cooldown. You can try it again. You're gonna see these particles. There should be way more, but the wall is way higher than this. The next ability is Fire Breath, one of my favorites and easiest ones to use. Just crouch and look. It has 5-second cooldown. Burnt very quickly, but it pushes enemies away. See? And it gives a relatively good damage. It's very short to mid-range ability. The next one is Blaze, which sets a ring of fire around you. It's way stronger when it's in day than night, like most of the fire abilities. Let me see if I can find anyone to give it damage. It sets everything it touches on fire. This does include you too. You can set it one way, or if you crouch, just send a ring of it. It sets our enemies on fire, but it's extinguished relatively quickly. Or was it just a bug? The next ability is heat control, which is useful for this kind of situation. If you're set on fire, like while fighting anyone else, you can just use heat control, crouch, and extinguish the fire from yourself or around. Like, let's just do this. See, it's gone. I'm gonna try it on this. It's kinda laggy. It doesn't extinguish other mobs, just yourself. The next ability is Fire Blast. Now you can use this ability two ways. You can either send one small Fire Blast that's gonna damage it and have 1 second cooldown. It will one-shot chickens, but I'm not sure for the other mobs. Or you can crouch while looking, charge it, look where you want, and make a Fire Blast. Now let's see how much damage it does here. I'm gonna charge it, and I'll set it right here. Try not to do it near yourself, because this may happen. And then you'll just have to extinguish the fire. Doesn't do that much damage, but it's good for the long range. So now heat control. This ability is actually good because you can cook food. So, oops. You have to hold the food you want in the inventory slot that actually is connected with the heat control ability to cook it. You can move around, but you still have to crouch, which is the bad part. That I can't really sprint while cooking. This ability is good for destroying ice and water. Like snow and water just don't stand a chance. You can melt ice into water and snow just disappears. Nowhere to be seen. For the fire abilities you need to be extra careful, because it can set both you and everyone else on fire. Now I'm gonna choose some other abilities to showcase. Fireball. And we're gonna put it on 9. We're gonna switch the fireball. We're gonna put fireball where the fire blast used to be. And now we can just make a fireball. Like shoot a fireball. It's kind of lagging. There we go. It leaves a trail if it's near the ground, and if it isn't, then it just shoots and puts fire where it lands. Like there. It can be used to fight opponents, which is its primary use. The fire blast ability also can fuel furnaces. If you just use the normal punch and send it onto the furnace, it will just light it up and burn approximately 4 items until getting empty. Starting to get night, so our abilities are gonna get way weaker. And the server is lagging, this isn't even helping. Okay, so I'm gonna now put the flame shots ability. And I made a spelling mistake, great. And we're gonna put it at 9. Did I make it? Fire shot. Sorry if I made a mistake again. It was fire shot. It was fire shots. I'm stupid. You can charge it. Actually, this isn't charging. This is heavy activity. Just sneak or crouch, however you call it, and then punch. And it will deal damage. You can use it up to 3 times. Sometimes, and it's day approximately, I think. Just sneak, wait for it to activate, and then shoot. I hate when the server is lagging. Two of them are enough to kill a cow, so that's like 7 hearts. So you can see what other abilities we have. Alright, so we have Dragon Breath, which is like Fire Breath, just colorable. We have Fire Comet, which is kind of good. We're gonna put it on 9. This ability is charged. You just crouch until you see that, and then you uncrouch and it deals damage. It does leave a hole like this because it's a comet, but it gets filled, so no worries. All you have to do is crouch, wait for the sound, then uncrouch and deal damage to whatever place you want. It will deal damage to mobs and players. See, this chicken is it's good to test it on, but it will deal damage if you're near it. You just have to be in this square block while you do it. Don't stay in it or you will get filled up. One way to suffocate. And with that I will be finishing this guide. There is few abilities that I missed, and the combos are just non-existable for me. Undoable, impossible. When I get a PC I'll do all this again, but this time with combos in each and every single ability. My next episode is gonna be earthbending, so stay tuned for that. Like, sub and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.